Hi there, Stan The Annuity Man, America's annuity agent, licensed in all 50 states, including the beautiful one that you're sitting in. Today's topic is a big one, annuity news. That's like the news ticker. Annuity news, and this is a big one. Vanguard, who is no longer in the annuity industry, those policies are now being handled by Transamerica. Two fine companies, but I'm getting a lot of calls, and you might be one of those people that had that Vanguard annuity that you're now having to call Transamerica, and you're saying to yourself, you know, Stan the Annuity Man, America's annuity agent, I need some guidance. I need some therapy. I need you to help me with this because it's driving me crazy. That's okay. That's why I'm here. But we're not going to do any of that until we hear music right now. All right, so let's talk about Transamerica and Vanguard. Great companies. I mean, great companies. In fact, I love the Transamerica building, the one you see in San Francisco. Fantastic. But let's do some background on this whole situation. Now, number one, Vanguard used to sell variable annuities, like no-load variable annuities and MIGAs and stuff like the SPIAs and stuff like that. But a couple of years ago, I guess they had the Grand Poobah meeting where they had all the Grand Poobah Vanguard hats on, and they said, you know what? Let's not sell annuities anymore. And it shocked everybody. But what you need to understand is you're calling Transamerica right now. But when Vanguard sold you that annuity, it was a Transamerica annuity. It was Vanguard that was doing the administrative part of it. And a lot of you love the Vanguard administrative. They're fantastic. Disclaimer, I have a Vanguard account. I'm sure most of you do as well. So I love them, and I love Transamerica. But when I read the story a while back that Transamerica was now going to take all of those inbound administrative questions and things like that from Vanguard, because Vanguard's out of the annuity business, my first thought about Transamerica is please hire people. Please hire a lot of people and buy a lot of phones, because I just knew it was going to be inundated. And it has been. Now, to Transamerica's defense, I mean, in COVID, listen, you got to feel for them. Because number one, they took this on, but when they took it on, they weren't planning on COVID hitting and not having anybody in buildings and everyone's remote. Whoa, God bless them for this. But it's been messy. A lot of our clients have called and said, hey, Stan, got this Vanguard annuity. Now I got to call Transamerica. I'm on a 2-hour hold, and Martha wants to go eat, and I can't be on hold. I understand that, Chester, but that's what's happening. They've been inundated. Number one, be patient with them. Don't yell at them. Yelling doesn't help, even though I yell, but it doesn't help. They're trying their best. If you want to transfer an annuity from now Transamerica, was it Vanguard, be very careful. The sharks are swimming. That's a shark swimming. You see that? That's a hand shark. But there's a lot of annuity sharks out there. And any time that they can transfer an annuity, they're going to get paid a commission. Understand this. When you transfer one annuity to another annuity, by law, in the application, we do a side-by-side comparison, and the annuity that you're coming from, in this case Transamerica, the annuity that you're going to, the one that you're going to has to be mathematically better in your favor, not the agent's favor. We have to prove math, side-by-side comparison. That is better for you. When someone says, well, it's a mess over there at Transamerica, let's move it over here, this fixed indexed annuity, and I'll get you an upfront bonus for moving it. If you're going to buy an annuity for a bonus, then you're not smart. I call it bonuses candy for the stupid. And you can quote me on that. And the industry can quote me on that. I wish they'd just get rid of them. Okay? The other thing, too, is agents that advise people to move an annuity for the bonus to make up for whatever surrender charge, that's not right, and it's not legal. Okay? So if anyone says, well, forget the surrender charges, we'll just move it over here, get you an upfront bonus to cover the surrender charge, that's illegal, and they should lose their license for that. We're going through an interesting time in the annuity life insurance industry. There's a lot of people that are coming in, a lot of big money people and buying things up. And you guys say, well, why Stan the Annuity Man? Because annuities are the most boring thing on the planet because they're contracts. Of course they're boring. I mean, I'm the spice to the boring, of course. But the reason that people are coming in to buy things in the annuity industry is because there's over 10,000 baby boomers reaching age 65 every single day. What do I call that? A demographic tidal wave. Living in Florida. I mean, that's what it is. So a lot of companies want to get ahead of that. Can't blame them. So what I'm trying to say is with Vanguard in the Transamerica situation where you have some changing of the guard, as they say. This isn't the last one, player. This is going to happen a lot coming forward. So I would just encourage you to be patient and don't get frustrated and pull the trigger and make a bad decision on the annuity that you have. Transamerica, they're figuring this thing out. The wait times are decreasing. They're doing a heck of a job. They've just been dealt a pretty bad deck of cards here at a pretty bad time period at the time of this taping with COVID. They'll work itself out. But what I want you to do is not make a knee-jerk reaction to say, I'm on a 2-hour hold, I'm just going to transfer this one. No, look at what you have. Look at the benefits that you have. And if you want to schedule a call with me, Stan The Annuity Man, America's Annuity Agent, licensed boss 50 states, you can get me on the horn for 30 minutes. I will look at it and say, okay, here's what you have, etc. Now, here's the disclaimer, though. You guys say, well, Stan, that's pretty cool. You told me about Transamerica and the variable annuity I used to own and Vanguard. Disclaimer. I don't sell variable annuities. I just don't. Nothing against them, but I don't sell anything that goes down or has the potential to go down. The inside investments are separate accounts. Me and you call them mutual funds, but they have the ability to go down. I just don't sell anything that goes down. I'm a contractual guarantees only person. My saying that I have tattooed really big on the back, like my back. No, actually not. I should, but it's will do, not might do. You own an annuity for what it will do, not what it might do, and the will do are the contractual guarantees. You don't buy the dream, you own the contractual realities. But with this situation with Vanguard and Transamerica, I thought it was timely, and since I'm the voice of the annuity world and the annuity industry and the thought leader here in the annuity industry, bar none, undisputed, Stan The Annuity Man, America's Annuity Agent, I thought it was important for me to talk to you and calm you down a little bit. I know you're saying, Stan, you're telling me to calm down? Look at you, man. You're sweating, you're yelling and all that. I understand. You have a variable annuity or some annuity that you bought at Vanguard that's now being administrated by Transamerica. That was originally Transamerica annuity, but now they're just administrating it, not Vanguard. Relax, calm down, send me the statement of review, schedule a call. It's all going to be okay. Baseball analogy for all you baseball people. By the way, history lesson, Stan The Annuity Man, Stan. I was named after Stan Musial of the St. Louis Cardinals. Now, of course, I'm a contrarian. I played basketball, but fogies out there know who Stan Musial is. But the reason I put the hat backwards, I want to be the catcher. I want to be the catcher. I want to catch the anger that you have right now, and I want to look at the policy that you have and make sure you're not going to make a rash decision to transfer it because some person told you you can get upfront bonus and mark it upside with no downside. You're smarter than that, okay? You're smarter than that, A, because you're watching this video, so with Stan The Annuity Man, America's Annuity Agent. But I'm the catcher. Let me catch your policy. Let me look at it. Let me catch your anger. Schedule a call. Let me catch everything right now and slow you down because Transamerica is doing the best that they can. Trust me, great people there. I know them, great people. They're doing the best they can. They will solve this. The waiting times on the calls are going down. It's all going to be okay. Promise you that. Hey, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you next time on Stan The Annuity Man YouTube channel.